What's up, YouTube? Fredo here, Triage Tears. As some of my older subs know, I do receive messages, you know, occasionally when the time is right. And I got something recently that I guess needs to be heard for the people. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and there's some people, fearful of the coming events and our government shutdown and things of that nature. Um, there's a reason why they told us to prepare before this happened. And, the United States is infamous for issuing war powers and giving people basically tyrannical power over, Senate, the House. I mean, considering that, there's two constitutions, the original and then an 1870s version that took a lot of our rights that were supposed to be God-given rights. 9th and 10th Amendment state that the government cannot infringe on those rights, but yet, they don't follow that Constitution anymore. So, um, I'm not a fearmonger. I don't spread fear because there is no fear. But, you know, there was a reason why they said be prepared. And a lot of the things that are going on have been planned and set in place just for that reason. Um, so, make sure that you know, cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure you do have, supplies. Make sure that you are prepared for any event that may be coming. Um, we have a president that has not only broken his campaign promises, but he's also put tariffs on most of our allies, even our neighboring allies. Has gone to Iran and basically started a fight with them over what Obama did with their nuclear program. And we were threatened by Iran not too long ago. I did a video on that on Instagram. Um, and now we have China with some pretty serious threats. Um, North Korea is quiet, which is never a good thing. And then you had this recent hacking thing that just happened. So where they have basically got the names of the people that have escaped North Korea and their locations and things of that nature. Um, you know, this is a time to repent, prepare, love your family, spend your time with them, um, and be ready. There's a lot of supporters of our leader, um, but he's screaming, border, 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 safety, safety, safety. Um, Yet none of our border agents, none of our TSA workers, none of them are being paid. And now they're talking about issuing a national emergency in order to make our military build the wall, which instead of being 5 billion, it would be 20 billion. Stock market hasn't done the things that it is doing now since the Great Depression. Um, I mean, I could go on and on. And these are just normal things in the world, and not to mention the uptick in supernatural activity. The things around us are getting more uh, ballsy, aggressive, more upfront. They're approaching much more. They are not afraid to be seen like they have been in the past. Um, so, um, you know, we are in the generation, the time that this prophecy will be fulfilled. It has been fulfilled to this point. So just be ready. Put your faith in the Heavenly Father and in Jesus Christ and Yeshua and Yahuwah, and stay strong, stay vigilant, keep a clear head. Be just be prepared. A lot of people would take things as a fearful event, but you have to remember that you know after the storm is heaven on earth, peace for a very long time. So just remember that when it comes down to it. And remember, if things do happen and things do get hectic, that we are all connected, brothers and sisters. Look out for each other. There's strength in numbers, and that's a fact. You know, just remember, the major important things. Any major city will be out of supplies within 48 hours. Um, there'll be people fighting and chaos and looting and rioting and things of that nature, because some people do resort to that. Um, get out of Dodge as quick as possible, and you know, stay away. They will try to tempt you and entice you with goods and services in order to capture you, and that is an old trick. They will pull down signs so that you are lost because you're easier to find when you don't know where you're going. Um, there's a lot of little tricks that they do, but just remember that we have the Father and the Son walking with us at all times, and that there's nothing to fear. For those who have evil in their heart will be judged, and that's a fact. So just remember what I said about the Father and the Son. They're always with you. Don't be fearful. Don't be afraid. Um, you should never be fearful or afraid, because death is not death. It is not the end. Um, we move on. We move past this. Our true image, our true selves, are such beautiful beings. It's unbelievable, and we will always remain walking in the hand of the Father and the Son. So just don't worry about things like that. Just worry about love and joy and happiness and spending time with those that you love, and you know and do that, because that's a good thing. Right now, people should be cherishing the company that they have, not hurting people, lying, manipulating. You know, it's never good. I battled through some serious, issues with PTSD and, alcoholism and things of that nature. Uh, when I stopped doing that, um, my head got clear, and I've never been more clear in my life. And it's an amazing thing when you can actually use the facilities that you were granted. Uh, I take care of myself as much as I possibly can, because the food that we get and everything that we get, it is in some way used to harm us and hurt us, and it's just how it goes. They've been trying to separate us from the Father, and control us and trap us and imprison us, and all the bad things that you can think of. But as long as you remain in your faith, you're protected. And I talked about the God gene, and how we have, those with faith have a particular genetic marker that prevents them from basically honing in on your frequency, because everybody has a frequency like a fingerprint. It prevents so much, and so much so that they were trying to make a vaccine to get it out of people. That's how powerful this is. The Father, not God, the Father has built this defense in us. Um, and he knew what was coming. He has a plan. It's always been a plan. It's always been a purpose. We all have a purpose. So, you know, clear your heads, meditate, take care of yourselves. Stop using fluoride. Uh, Try and decalcify your pineal gland if you can. There's several ways to do it on the internet. Start grounding yourself and putting your bare feet to earth. And I've gone over this in the past a million times. Start grounding yourself. Start meditating. Start clearing your head. Start learning the things that Jesus wanted you to learn, because these are in his writings. Our abilities are ours to use, not to forget and lose and think that they're evil because somebody with an agenda had taken that from you. Just remember, we're all connected. We're all brothers and sisters. We have to stand together no matter what. They say the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek does not mean weak. The meek means those with the power to change or the power to hurt and influence things don't use that ability so that they can have good. They don't use it in a way that would cause anyone harm. The meek inherit the earth for a reason, because you are a powerful being, but you know right from wrong, and you know not to do wrong, and you choose not to do wrong. So, may the Heavenly Father and Son smile into your life like He has mine, and stay vigilant, stay prepared. Start preparing yourself mentally, um, you know, and start preparing yourself for anything that may arise. There's a few websites on the internet where you can download for free PDFs and survival tips and tools and things of that nature. To have, I would print it out, download it, print it out, so you have a hard copy of it, and put it up so you have it ready for you. Laminate it so just in case it gets wet, there's no problems with it. Think about food and water being the most important. First aid, medications, things of that nature that you're going to need. Uh, and remember, if we do have an event, so I hate saying if, but if we do have an event, because Father willing we don't, but fortunately it's not how it works. Just remember to get out of Dodge, and cars are going to be hard to use because everybody's going to be scrambling at the same time. So bicycles, motorcycles, things that you can go off-road with, things that are silent, you know, learn the things that you need to get ahead, to be ahead, to be prepared. Not everyone's going to be 100% prepared. I've been planning and ready for a long time, but even I don't have everything covered, even though I have a lot of it covered. I carry a go bag wherever I go. Just be on top of it. Thanks.